Today, Christian and I are going to be breaking down some information that buyers think they know, but most get them wrong. Which homes appreciate faster, which ones underperform, and which ones to focus if you want your investment to grow.
I think everybody knows when you're buying a house, you take a look at the foundation, you do this, you do that, but we're not talking about that. We're not talking about what's trendy. We're talking about real life, like raw data. And we're talking specifically about what the market shows year after year. If you're buying in 2025 or 2026, this is your insider data to be able to know exactly when, how, and for how much to put an offer.
Before we dive in, comment below what type of home are you looking for right now? A townhome? A new build? Lakefront? Or another resale? We'll answer you in our next video what type of appreciation that home will have in Knoxville. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. Let's dive in.
Home type number one, and this one might surprise you, is the modern home in an established neighborhood.
Here is why. People want the look and the efficiency of new construction, the open layouts, the bigger windows, newer systems, but they also crave the mature trees, walkability, and proximity to established amenities.
In markets like Knoxville, these types of homes usually appreciate 1.5 times faster than new builds. And if you're asking yourself why, well, that's because there's so much limited supply, because you can't just build another Bearden or another Sequoia Hills.
So if you find a modernized home surrounded by older charm, especially near schools or parks, grab it. It holds its value pretty well even when the market dips.
Next is the quality construction builds, right? Coming from reputable builders, and that one might seem kind of like a, well, duh, to you, but it is something to be said, because at the end of the day, reputable builders are probably gonna be outlasting anybody else in the entire market, because their homes are gonna appreciate more and they're gonna last a lot longer.
In Greater Knoxville, that means area like Hardin Valley, Farragut, and even Maryville's new developments. These pockets are really getting a trifecta: school, shopping, and access to major roads. And what really happens when you do have all three? It drives a long-term demand.
Which means that at the end of the day, those houses will appreciate significantly faster and probably for a lot more than anything else. Nationally, growth corridors with strong job markets usually outperform anything else by 8 to 10% in 5-year appreciation. To make that make a little more sense, basically these places get significantly higher in demand as time goes on.
And for example, one thing we cannot create anymore is lakefront. It's real estate's oldest rule: scarcity drives appreciation.
Lakefront and mountain view homes often appreciate significantly more than any other home type. For instance, these homes have appreciated 10 to 12% more than similar homes without these types of views.
Even small condos with lake access appreciate well. Why? Because people from urban markets are willing to pay premium for that lifestyle.
I mean, you really have to think, if there's a place where anybody's gonna go to live and has the money to do so, it's probably gonna be some sort of lakefront, some sort of mountain view, and something like that, right? Because you gotta ask yourself, where would I wanna live? And that's generally gonna be the places that are gonna appreciate the most.
And I wanna add something there. Don't just buy the house, buy a view. Because you can transform the house, but you're not gonna transform your view.
Oh my God, and to give you guys a specific example of a view not to buy, okay? We did the tour of homes not too long ago, probably should be our last 2 to 3 videos. Go check those out first and foremost. But we went to a house, and it's the one with the really pretty fireplace and everything like that. This one had a cell phone tower within the neighborhood.
That was your view. every day.
I personally think those houses will not appreciate as much as other houses of that exact same stature simply because of that horrible cell phone tower.
And the home was beautiful.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. I mean, you'll have to see it for yourselves. And the view itself of around the neighborhood, like if the cell phone tower wasn't there, honestly, I think those would probably be like $1.2 million homes. I think this one was 899, but you know, hey, views matter, is what I want to say. Next up on the list, we have smart homes and energy efficient homes. Because you have to think a lot of buyers are starting to really focus on utilities as those prices rise, how those savings will turn into ROI.
Studies show that energy efficient homes sell 2 to 4% faster and command up to 7% higher values than comparable traditional homes.
You may think 2 to 4% is nothing, right? What that could be like one extra day on market. Yeah, I don't really care. Well, just to put it into perspective, the first week of selling a home is in fact the most important time to sell your home, because after that first week, that's generally when people start asking for price lowerings or concessions and things like that. So as silly as 2 to 4% may be, truly that 2 to 4% could cost you $10, $15, or even $20,000 off of your list price. Talking about energy efficient homes, solar ready, EV charging, or insulation upgrades. All of these things wrapped up together aren't just nice upgrades to have, they're actual value multipliers. It could add up to $10,000 to $20,000 more when you're ready to sell your home.
Let's get to the flip side. There are homes you really need to be careful about.
And here's our red flag list. Properties with functional obsolescence. For instance, weird layouts, chopped up rooms, or no main floor bedroom. That's a real heavy hitter for a lot of people. Second on the list, homes in oversupplied subdivisions. We've all seen these cookie cutter subdivisions before, 50 plus of the same layout, same style, same color, same everything. Those are some to avoid if you're looking for real appreciation. And of course, this one's kind of a gimme, but we always like to say it anyway, homes with deferred maintenance. Homes with older HVACs, older roofs, possibly cracked foundations, or some kind of older plumbing. These are really good for investors, but they might not be the best for anybody looking to go into a home and not have to do anything for the next 5 to 10 years to their home.
These type of homes tend to stagnate in appreciation, or even worse, losing value when a nice newer subdivision hits right beside them.
All right, so here's kind of how we wrap this up. When you are looking to purchase a home, do not just buy a cheap home because that's the price range, right? You have to look for scarcity, you have to look for quality, and you have to look for neighborhood demand. And that's where we really come into play to help you out to understand what are going to be some of the best neighborhoods to look at to be achieving the highest appreciation possible for you.
In 2026, buyers who buy smart are the ones that are going to win. And they're going to be buying homes that check several boxes. But two of the most important is the lifestyle box and the data box. And that's exactly what we help our clients do here in Knoxville.
Please drop a comment below. Let us know what type of home you think will appreciate the most. We'll feature the most liked answer in our next video. I'm Christian.
And I'm Hilmar. We'll see you next time.